in a tough spot because there's actually a lot of disable on Secret, a lot of ways to address it.
We're out a 5v5 smoke on spot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Around the river. Both teams running at each other. Who's going to back out first? Zai's trying to retreat. The shards are down. He's going to have to skill that level 1 shadow walk. Yeah, to make sure he doesn't get caught there.
Not the best to have that level 1, but made him skill shards as well, level 1 too, right? So a little bit of a trade-off. No tag team level 1.
And at least
it looks like he can scout as well.
Yeah, exactly.
With the so he can see the lanes.
30 seconds to
exactly. He's going to see Boxy and Insania go to top. And with that in mind, you know, Secret can set up their lanes as they wish. And by the looks of it, it will be sending Nisha down to the bottom lane. Actually, no, that's not true. Sorry, Nisha is going to be in the mid lane with the tangos pulled through.
I think they're going to swap. I think they're going to try to get a read. I think they're going to try to put the Death Prophet versus the Monkey King and the DK versus the Quap, right?
Radiant's courier has been killed.
And Secret are going to make the correct call with that.
Yeah, I think that's the plan for both sides.
I mean, that level 1 shadow walk ain't look too bad right now. Because it literally set up this whole ability to set the lane matchups for Secret.
And yeah, he's able to identify those. He gets to see Koikva's items as well. So immediately, you know, 100% that is a safe lane, clean up pain with those. He even sees a courier again quickly. Got to watch out for that gun. Be careful. So yeah, lane's identified, and this should be a much better setup here for Secret, not having the DK in a 1v1 versus the MK mid.
Now the question is, are Liquid going to move? They are. MK instantly into the trees. He's TPing down bottom.
Yep.
They don't want to play that sort of hand that Secret's trying to force them. They will react. The question is now, does Secret then react themselves?
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Yep,
He's just going to TP him in.
Hell yeah.
And Matu's got to TP himself. He'll stick around for a CS to make sure he doesn't miss out on any efficiency. And will come into the bottom lane via the outpost too. So Secret will be able to force the matchups that they wanted to get.
Cool. A little bit of a, yeah, just some quick switching around, but now both. I think Secret's happy. But Tubman can die in the bottom lane. That is another thing too. Is it to Death Prophet now? He got the ranged advantage versus Mickey, but he can get collapsed upon. I think Puppy's probably the big saving grace though, because they've got ways to play around it with the Nightmare.
The top lane, the only one that we didn't see anyone try to switch around in. I mean, this is, you know, Zai. He's just got so much armor, right? He's not going to feel too much heat from the bristle. Not going to be farm absolute. He's going to be farming fine on this top lane.
Yeah, he'll have less last hits or similar last hits, maybe just like a few missing on top, but he'll get that gold back from the Janata poking onto Boxy over and over again. And we'll see Yapstar, he's just going to harass Insania. Looks like they're doing similar that we saw. I think they do this every time in their safe lane now. Like, look, Yapstar, level 1. Just a little bit of XP for him. Zai, almost level 3. So they do this every game now that I've seen.
I mean, it's working. It's one of those things I wouldn't be surprised if we see other teams really take note of and start to do this. Not that other teams haven't been doing so, but definitely more across the board. The power of getting more cores at a higher level quicker than your opponents is definitely felt, for sure.
Yeah. Insania getting pressured up top as well as Yapsar on the other side.
And again, any sort of trade like this, you know, Zai with that armor, he's going to be fine for the most part. And of course, he's going to win it out in terms of just the gold going between the teams. Every single time that passive's available, taking that money with the Janata hits.
And they've got great sustain because they're just both building up these stick charges over and over again. You see Boxy's actually out of regen, and Insania also out of regen. So the sustain game for Secret is already won up top. That war of attrition. We'll see those last hits start to catch back up because right now it is still Boxy leading that way. But now look at this, they actually have to run all the way back. That is, I don't see people do that, but that is so painful. You have to walk back to base or walk to your courier.
Oh. I mean, you can come back to this lane, but I mean, if it's, you know, Zai's smiling all the way now. You know, he knows that this lane is won, effectively, being able to force back the two of them that much.
Now it gives Yapsor some freedom. Now he's like, okay, nobody's top. I can go check some stuff. It's a coddle. Go check those stacks. He's actually got a ward as well on him too, so maybe he can put one down to at least keep tabs. That will be the case. And back to Lena now, level 4 on the Bounty Hunter. Yapsor level 2, and yeah, he's got a full level advantage on Boxy.
Boxy trying to find what he can here from the camp, but Zai and Yapsor are able to push him away from it. Having a look at these other lanes, Koifa has got the slight lead in mid, 18 for 2 against the 15 for 1.
He's done a great job of just like harassing a lot because he started with the double mantle, so he actually just went for straight nulls rather than going for the bottle. So he actually has a decent amount more damage to harass with onto Nisha, but now Nisha does have those 2 points up, and he's going for the soul ring, so that harassment no longer will matter. DD though.
Deny.
Help him get those last hits.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Now we're looking down bottom. 21-4 on Matu. Mickey 20-2, so pretty even trade between the two sides.
Really important thing that Puppy's been doing this entire time is actually side pulling, because this is going to allow them to fix the position of the lane. And I feel like the only way Matumba Man actually dies in this lane is if he's too far close to the enemy tower, because then you get all that extra chase room for Mickey. So these pulls, look at this, the lane is in a godly positioning for them now. They don't have to worry about being chased from this aggressive duo that Liquid does have. And now this bounty rune is actually still here. He's like, okay, another bounty rune in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's a bit wild.
I actually didn't notice either.
A bounty room fermenting for nearing 5 minutes. But it was. And Poppy's able to grab it. And we'll see up top. And people move there. Foxy trying to go for Yapso. Got a lot of stacks up on him. Zai's going to help block him off a little bit. Boxy got to be a little careful falling as low as he is, but he has the salve prepared.
Oh, they both salved him actually.
He's going to be able to cancel it with the shuriken. So Boxy will be kept low, and he is going to be shared a tango by Insania, but that is the final tango they do have up here.
Yeah, Insania actually salved Boxy as Boxy salved himself, so a little bit less of regen. Another dust, though, is available, Zai.
See if they can finish him off, Zai. He's got the 1 charges. Boxy needs to poke once more. He should be able to find Zai. Zai's trying to hide him up on the trees.
Thanks and have fun.
The shuriken, but he will fall. Liquid finally able to get that first blood in. If they take down Zai, Yapso also could be in a little spot of bother as Boxy and Insania stay on top of him. He tries to the TP out, they don't have the burst to take him. As Yapso will live, but Liquid, a very important kill for them up top as well, as they were getting pushed out of it, but now Boxy is really back in good shape. You know, throughout sort of the action, his farm has been great. He's been able to play to the neutrals. He's top CS at the moment in the game.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was actually, I love watching those type of battles where both all the players understand so well the mechanics about it. It's just like they're both dancing, like Zai, if he gets a hit off, maybe Boxy can die, and Boxy's playing just inching back and forth out of that range. Looks like they're trying to set up a kill on mid. They saw Nisha pop the DK form.
Do they have enough burst? They have got the Sonic Wave. Nisha, strikes, and there it is. It's enough.
Let us try.
Good move from Liquid to take down Nisha.
It's cool how they bring Mick it too. It's like they know DK form is popped. If they just bring enough tools, they can actually bail him out of that aggressive DK form that's coming out. And also, like, he didn't want to be bottom. It seems like Matu's actually bullied him quite a lot with Puppy. Matu already level 6 with treads. It looks like finished up. So really good start for that death prop in the side lane.
No,
They're actually going to set up around him. Yeah, and he's just going to play around Matu.
From Secret as well. There's the Nightmare. They do not have Dragon Tail skill. So there's not going to be anything to stop Quakefor from blinking off like that.
Radiant's
Zai
top tower
will be
is under
just
attack.
looking like he's just going to steal experience, it seems like, but he was spotted.
And trying to take what he can as well from this little bit of a stack that Insania has got going. Insania steps forward.
Like, kill Insania.
I was going to say, he stepped forward for this. Shuriken won't be enough. Insania does live.
Radiant's bottom
Sentries
tower
down, that's
is
all
under
Insania
attack.
has to offer. They don't have any further detection, so Zai will be able to continue to rush. Meanwhile, the brawl happening down
Radiant's
towards the mid
middle
lane.
tower is under
Matu
attack.
going down there in response to the attempt for Tiger. So another good trade here for Liquid. Liquid, they are getting these
Radiant's
very
bottom
big
tower
early
is
kills
under
onto,
attack.
well, now all 3 cores of Secret during the laning stage.
And it was, they killed the DK as soon as DK form was used, and Matumba then actually used Exorcism to chase forward that kill. Got killed instantly afterwards too, so some time that they will have to wait for at least those ultimates to be available. Zai continuing to be annoying versus Boxy. Mickey on the chase.
I've got the backup Zai. He's got Shadow Walk up in a second, but he's already too low. And they're prepared with Dust as well. Another kill. Liquid being much more proactive this game and just sort of joining forces earlier on and taking out the cores. They've taken Zai out a couple of times now.
Yeah, and this time they have much more mobile cores to be able to respond to that with, right? Like last time they were playing versus an Ember who was just moving around the map easily while they couldn't punish because Quakefor was a lone druid. Now this time around, Quakefor is a Quap. He can respond all the time. Same thing for Mikke. He's not on a Bristleback. He's on a Monkey King. He can make moves. Also, pointing out that Quakefor did go 4 points in Shadow Strike. I didn't notice that till just now.
Yeah, that's a little interesting. What do you think the reasoning is for that this game?
I guess he just really wanted to be playing versus the DK, but this is going to hurt him so much in the next few moments. And he has a coddle on his team to be refreshing his Scream of Pain. So this is a little bit weird to say, but...
Zai.
Killing spree.
As that is a third death upon him. Going underneath the tower there. I mean, he just wanted to steal some money, but they're able to punish him with the sort of the death every single time he tries to go for it.
A bit of an interesting one. But yeah, 4-point shadow. I'm assuming it's just because he wanted to just deal with the DK in the lane. But like I said, this is going to destroy Koikfa's game in the next few moments. He has no farming tool now without 4 points in Scream. And he has a coddle on his team, which usually is like
Radiant's
the big one.
top tower is under attack.
Actually, with the long TP.
He's got the siphons. Shadow Strike does big damage.
Dominating performance.
Yeah,
He's done.
and we'll get the job done.
If he can get kills, then fine, the Shadow Strike build will work. But yeah, his farming will be slowed down. So at least he's keeping those moves going.
Good.
10 minutes.
I am
Post
mighty.
1 for 1. Bounties look like it should be a 2 for 2.
And McKay, meanwhile, let's try and farm a Posseko Saber in the mid lane. And this game, it is just Zai that is starting to fall behind a little
Radiant's
bit in
bottom
terms of the
tower
cause
is
because of
under
these
attack.
movements have
Radiant
cost him his life a
structures
fair
are
few times
fortified.
now in this first 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's just been more annoying this game than anything, just poking and giving information, and making them spend gold. I think that's the biggest thing. Like Insania has spent so much money on sentries and dust. Puppy mid.
Radiant's bottom tower
Moving,
has
he tried
fallen.
by time with the Nightmare, won't be able to
Radiant
save himself.
structures
TP comes in from
are
Nisha, Secret are trying to chase, but Liquid, they're on the retreat. Zai,
Radiant's
get the tracks
courier
out,
has been
will be able to
killed.
get in and take down Tiger's courier. Liquid, they're here in full force, so unlikely the
Dire's
Secret's going to be
top
able to do
tower
too
is
much.
under
Nisha
attack.
has used the Elder Dragon form. But with the the tower defense, some boxing in Insania, there's very little that Secret can do to trying to push
Dire's
past that at this
top
point of the
tower
game.
is
So
under
Liquid will
attack.
be able to keep this tier
Scanning.
1 mid very, very safe right now, still sitting at almost full HP.
Koikfa trying to pressure top as best as possible. We'll get tracked up for the meantime, but I think he's pretty much got the tower dead. Puppy actually having to Nightmare it, and Nightmare that catapult so we can get the deny successfully.
Dire's top
Nicely
tower
done there by
has
him.
been denied.
Yeah, we see those fights there. This time, Secret doesn't have the same potential of going for these type of trades or chases. Sorry, when they do TP into those towers, like into mid. DK does have the stun this time, but last game, every single time they went for those charges, they had an Ember who was slight chaining people and able them to just catch up and catch over and over again. This time, not the case with Death Prophet and the DK.
See around mid. As they're on to Koikfa. So we'll be able to grab himself the blink. So has the potential for some setup himself.
Mm-hmm. Mick is getting pretty close to this Echo Saber. He's getting
Dire's
very
bottom
farmed
tower
in this
is
game.
under attack.
Yeah, he's been able to find a good amount of space. Moving between the mid and the safe lane. Avoiding each time the focus of Secret when Secret are making moves together with this sort of Zai Yapsel lead-in. They will start to sweep down towards the bottom. Nisha's got the Elder Dragon form good to go if they want to try and push on rounds to tier 2. But Mickey is already scouting things out from the tree line. Also has Tiger hidden on the back lines as well amongst him.
Not really much for Secret to gain down here, except like looking at Diablo kind of just reclaiming the outpost. He has Blink stolen, so he feels pretty safe to be able to play aggressively like this. Also playing around Nisha, that's probably why they're playing so aggressively down bottom. Bobby trying to get a grip on mid.
Tiger is going to come over the TP, stepping forward and a punch up. Bobby getting you down low, they'll be able to turn the silence. Eventually they're on to Koikfa, but Koikfa's going to be fine. He's able to blink out to safety. As Insania drops down the Ignis Fatuus to put a stop to Secret's attempt. Secret do get Tiger, and they will be able to start pushing onto this tier 1 mid.
Scary for Koikfa for a second there too. That's what we're talking about, is there's a lot of ways for them to address him.
Radiant's
Just like
middle
a stun
tower
or
is
silence,
under attack.
and he could get brought down very easily. Foxy's gonna step up here to try to defend this tower.
They're bringing TPs in. They want to try and put a stop to this Zai in the trees, scouting out the TP in front. Mickey getting the tracks out, but immediate dust is there. Zai, he's on the front line. He's Liquid. They'll be able to run him down by the looks of it for sure. Mickey jumps forward.
Killing spree.
It's another death on Zai. Zai very much playing the role of sort of a sacrificial ward, just throwing himself into the lineup to give Secret the info. Most of the time, the info is just telling Secret to get out of there. And Zai, he can't so in time. He's dying yet again. 0, 4, 1.
I love how Liquid's responding. Just always, Boxy has to be there for all of them, but they're bringing everybody when they see DK form and Exorcism used. Now Secret are a bit weaker without these two. They're starting to fall off. Liquid trying to play this advantage, but maybe playing it a little bit too hard under a tower as all 5 are back.
Boyfriend's going to be able to pull off TD route. Down to the river, Insania. It's being chased, but a boundless strike from Mickey keeps his retreat safe. So Liquid 8 for 2. Net worth difference to the moment, less than 1k between them. It's another very close start, but you can definitely feel that the playmaking capabilities of Liquid's heroes this time round are doing so much for them.
Yeah,
Secret's trying to pull in. Secret's pushing with like this Exorcism, this Elder Dragon form, and they're not taking the towers. You know, this mid tower has been held yet again by Liquid, despite Secret trying to commit with these ultimates.
Yeah, Secret's trying to catch them off guard here. There's a play that's like, they don't have ultis, so something that Liquid might not expect, but they're trying to play around this Blink Dagger that Nisha picked up very early on for his team. He can set up some aggressive plays with that one.
Is under attack.
But yeah, Liquid are aware. And yeah, this game, like I was mentioning, they have much more movement available for themselves. So as long as Boxy's parked and set up in an area, those 2 other cores can get there in no time from the peeking and the clock.
Sort of standard stuff. You know, he's a call, he's going to be pushing out lanes sometimes. The Secret
That should help.
will manage to catch him. TP's up to the top half of the map to see what they can catch here. Tiger. Spotted out by Zai.
Radiant's bottom
Trying to use the shards to block him off, but ends up blocking himself in.
3-person track kill. A little bit of 120 gold bonus. Or 80 gold bonus plus the extra for Zai.
And that is the thing, though. If Zai does die, it doesn't matter. As long as he gets the tracks out and the team's able to get the money, Secret are going to be happy. Mid lane.
Will-O-Wisp.
He just found he was picking the 2 of them in. You know, turn on to Nisha.
Mega kill.
He's getting burst pretty heavily there. Even though he was the big old dragon, it didn't matter.
Yep, Storm.
It's going to be 2 more kills for Secret. For Liquid.
Dire's middle tower is
They're
under
10 to
attack.
4 now. They'll be able to take
Dire's
their
middle
tier
tower
1.
has fallen.
And Mickey, Tim may be looking for more. Zai is scanning him out. Won't be able to chop the tree there with the quelling blade. They have the fuse grip. Mickey, he needs help and he needs it fast. Quake's going to jump across, push Zai back. Poppy is now going to be focused. The fuse grip is not enough time to
Killing
get take him down.
They're unstoppable.
He's clean up 1. Can he clean up anything more? The rest of his team have all died. It's only Matu left alive. As Boxy starts heading straight towards
Dire's
him,
middle
knowing
tower
how
is under
vulnerable
attack.
Matu is right now. There is an outpost, so teammates can come in to secretly spawn. Matu turning with the siphons onto the 2 of them. He's keeping himself alive for now, buying time for Yapsor to connect. Fade bolt to the face of Insania. They will kill the Kotal, and Matu will manage to survive.
Very thankful for Secret that Matu's at least able to get Mickey, but still a good chase forward by Liquid. Again, over and over again, they've got great ways to chase and progress their fights from one kill into another, a little bit better than Secret does in a lot of these scenarios because of those high mobile cores. Why we're seeing them being so popular now.
You know, Kyle and the panel, they talked about sort of the importance of Quake's game, and you know, Quake, he's been playing at top notch right now. 6-0-2 on the Queen of Pain.
Are scanning.
No sort of awkward deaths on his movements every single time. He's getting involved very safely. Down bottom, Zai will find the track kill. Tiger's been found in the trees. More money for Secret going their way. One of the reasons why it's 12-7, but the gold's even. Zai has been doing his job despite the dying in terms of just getting the tracks out, making sure that Secret are able to keep that gold even.
And he also just, you know, invisible impact. You force the supports to buy a lot more sentries and dust. So you see Insania's very poor because of that. Just that naked tranquil boots.
And we'll see in mid if Secret are tempted to try and push on for this tier 1. Boxy will show himself.
They got their ults ready.
Zai's just sweeping up the river, seeing what information he can get for the squad.
Matu definitely feeling quite a bit stronger now too with this plate mail on top of a Yule's too. Has a couple of ways to play around all that burst damage that can't come out. Nisha's still very fragile though, as we've seen. Even though he's a DK, he dies very fast. He's going to be building toward that halberd, which will help a bit, but...
So the next point of call is going to be for Secret. As you can imagine, they really want to to do away with this tier 1 mid. But Liquid, so far, they have been persistent in holding and not allowing Secret to take this. Again, Quakefer and Tiger, they're sitting themselves mid, knowing that Secret very much want to play around this area. Things are coming out in the tower, and Secret starts to move up to the high ground once again. Nisha on the side to be able to get the jump.
Radiant structures are
Immediately on top of Tiger. Fortification has come out. We'll see if Liquid want to try and hold this yet again. This time they may just let it go. Insania attempts to step forward. But we'll be able to pull them back with the English advances. In fact, Boxy is coming in from the side, so again,
Gets stolen.
They're pushing Secret off the tower. See if Yaps was able to find a situation to use in turning this one around. Tracks start to get laid out onto Boxy and Insania. Jump forward again with the Blink Dagger. Nisha's been able to close the gap onto Boxy. We've got the Siphon as well. Boxy's being the focus, but he's tanky. He's able to turn. The Wukong's come on, he's down to go with the power strike onto Zai. Zai being slowed up in the ult. Will be able to crawl his way out of it. So the Wukong's come on, not able to do much more than give Zai a bit of a tickle on the way out.
That was a very defensive Wukong's. I didn't think Boxy was in that much trouble at all when he was being chased there either. So I guess maybe he thought something else was going to catch from the side. Nisha tried to get that initial jump onto Quakefer there. If Quakefer gets jumped, he's probably dead there, since the Tuskos are already dead. But yeah, Boxy,
That was unreal.
he has to be there for those pushes. He has to be in position every single time to slow those down. As Quakefer finds himself a solo kill.
bountiful.
The forward supports aren't going to have too much fun out on the map with Quakefer hunting with his Orchid complete. The easy kills for the taking. Mid lane, obviously, after that skirmish, they did lose that tier 1, so Secret were finally able to open that mid section of the map. Now inside the jungle, though, Mickey and Quakefer, they are hanging around. Yapso attempts to pull him off the tree there with the advantage, but he's out just in time. Mickey will be able to get out of range of it.
That's scary though. Yeah, that's really quite terrifying. And Doc now will look to get brought down.
Monster kill.
Exquisite.
Quakefer keeping his game as clean as he needs to, 8-0-2.
And he's got Obo too on top. Obo plus Orchid always just really nice. I love the combo of that magic resistance plus that little bonus damage you get.
Yeah, no, so an excellent item to find on the quad. The Secret are smoking up. Last time they were able to get a good fight going with Nisha being able to find the initiation with this Blink Dagger. Now with the completed Halberd, he can really put a stop to Liquid's attempts to turn any sort of fight the Secret get going.
They can't get Boxy though.
Boxy's a tough target. They need a lot of heroes for this. They are going to bring Zai down, and Nisha, he's going to go for the easy ones on the back lines. Immediately jump past Boxy, goes towards Insania. Insania will be able to knock him back with the blinding light, forcing Nisha to spend more time trying to kill him if he wants to. In fact, Nisha, he's going to turn back over towards Boxy, because they're both Boxy down to half HP. But the rest of Liquid's in. Balance strike out onto 2 of them. Quakefer's ready to join the forces as well. Ignis Fighters will be the first focus. They bring down the Bane. Tracks are out onto all 4 of them. Nisha still trying to move across the Boxy. He is close.
Radiant's turret has been
Nisha goes for Boxy.
Radiant's turret has been
stepping over the Siphon. Mickey, he's in trouble.
Dominating.
He's
Good,
getting down by the Siphon of Matu. As Matu, he can look for more with this remainder of the exorcism. Liquid's got to be a bit careful how they poke at this. Boxy has ball back for this attempt. Tiger, into the snowball he goes. He rolls over towards Matu. Siphon will push the back, but Tiger goes down. There's buyback again from Liquid. Bringing Tiger in this time. Nisha, he goes straight for the TP out. So does Matu. They know there's nothing else to cancel them. As Secret, they'll get everyone out, apart from Zai, but nobody's surprised about that. You know, this is one of those games where Zai, he just plays sort of the dying role. And you know what? It's working out for Secret, because now they're 3k ahead. That was Liquid using 2 buybacks just to sort of get Zai at the end of that fight. The other 2 cores of Secret, Nisha and Matu, they both managed to escape.
Yeah, they did such a good job of just stalling the Bristle over and over again with that Fiend's Grip, and they don't have Spirit Vessel. I actually thought they had Spirit Vessel because of how fast he was dying in the initial Gaunt on him. But he gets brought down low, and reinforcements come. That's the big one. Matu is able to get there, and he has a full Shivas on top of an Essence Ring too, a fortunate item for a Death Prophet. He joins in that fray, and then the fight's just too hard for Liquid.
They're trying to go for this Roche. They do. Nice shard. The buybacks, if they can get the Roche, the buybacks will have been worth it, but Secret, they're just going to fight this. They're moving with the silence onto Boxy and Quakefer. Boxy getting brought down low again. Matu, he just seems to be so strong for them. He's running them down. Boxy's been left behind. The snowball will find some safety as Tiger takes him up to the trees, but indeed Quakefer's been found. Nisha, he's going to have Blink back up in a few seconds. They will be able to get the urn on him, so Nisha cannot blink him for more. He still might be able to find the Dragon Tail onto Tiger as he tries to chase him. Get the lift up, drag back as well into track range. Nisha's going to have Blink up in a second, and he's going in past the tier 2. He does not care. He's incredibly tanky right now. The DK, they take down Tiger. It's another track kill for Secret, as they're now beginning to build that gold lead. Roshan sits at half
Dire's
HP.
top
If Secret do want to
tower
head
is
into
under
him,
attack.
Matu, he's going to have exorcism back up in 25 seconds as well. So Secret, they're still very strong to take these objectives. And with that last fight down bottom, Liquid buying back, not really being able to win the engagement. They're trying to go for Roche, not being able to get Roche.
Mickey.
Liquid's game is taking a big hit.
Oh, Puppy, he read his play. He found him in the tree with the courier.
A dominating performance.
We sort of saw this in game 1 around the 15-minute mark. It was as if sort of Secret as a lineup, they just
Dire's top
turned themselves
tower
on
is
and
under
bam,
attack.
everything was looking to be played at the highest of levels. We're now getting to that point here in game 2. It seems that something just happens, something snaps, and suddenly every move that Secret makes is just that much better than Liquid's. And Liquid, they just start to look a little lost.
Yeah, and now they're playing with all this aggression into like no BKBs because Koifa is he's getting kind of close to it, but Mickey went for the Desolator too, and now these disables and these silences are gonna just put that much more work. It's a level 18 death
Radiant's
profit.
top tower is under attack.
Koifa, anything, if he gets hit by anything, right, like a silenced any type of disable, he's just dead now at this point.
I mean, we had
And
the
they're
official
hunting.
numbers from Kyle. It was 2 deaths, and the game is over. Uh-oh. Could be that second one that Kyle foresaw. As they'll have the silence after
Mega
this.
kill.
There we have it. That is the 2 deaths. As Kyle has spoken, he said that was it. Maybe he said more than 2 deaths, so maybe there's another death in it. I think he maybe said more than 2. So he's got one more chance, Quaker, but if this clock goes down again,
Radiant's bottom tower
the
is
Oracle
under
has
attack.
spoken. We'll see. It's a 9k lead now for Secret.
And now Yapsor with the stolen blink. Is he gonna be able to find Insania here? Is there backup? Nisha's got a blink and a stun.
Oh, very nice. He jumped
Mega
over
kill.
the Illuminate.
Onage.
Or is that
And now they're just cruising.
It's almost
Take
as if,
Radiant's
lead.
middle tower
you
is
know,
under
Secret,
attack.
they enjoy giving
Dire's structures
you the
are
feeling of,
fortified.
hey, you guys got a bit of a chance, and then they're like, no, you haven't.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The way that they find out this point in the game, going in onto box here, buyback will come out from Insania, trying to save it,
shredded.
push it back. Again, Mickey trying to get the Ongo, but he's been chopped off the tree. The tree's been taken out.
Radiant's
Cannot come in
middle
with the
tower
Wukong's
is under
quite
attack.
yet. He goes in with a boundless strike.
Dire's
They
top
could still
tower
try
is
something
under
for the
attack.
Radiant Cygnus Fighters, but it comes to an end. The tier 3 getting hit down low. Now we'll be able to push Secret back. But these defenses, they seem to be getting weaker and weaker. Secret's strength only growing as the items continue to fly out, whilst Liquid, they're starting to struggle immensely in keeping up in farm on their cores. You see both Nisha and Matsuma Man nearing sort of 4k ahead of anyone else in the game right now.
And they're just gonna keep running at them. They're not gonna give them any space to catch up either, because there's it's only like 20-second downtime now for them. Exorcism, I believe, I don't know if it was popular Arcane Rune, maybe it was, but he's only got 15 seconds left on that one, DK form as well, so they're ready to fight. Just keep Liquid trying to trap in their base, don't let them farm and finish up that BKB that they really need on Koifa so he can actually play. As he
This is
gets
the
jump.
third death. The snowball, it will save him for a little bit. Silence was already used, so Quaker, I think, should be able to get
Radiant's
down.
middle tower is under
Catch it.
attack.
He'll hold on to his life for just a little bit longer. As the Orb will manage to remove that vessel. They're pushing on though, Secret. This tier 2 will be theirs.
I
Mickey
have
trying to
bunting
find what he
for
can
you.
with a split push. Desperately trying to get that BKB done. He
Radiant's
needs it for the
middle
defense.
tower
Without
is
that
falling.
BKB, Secret, they can chain stun him so well.
Dire's top tower is
Exorcism at the
under
ready.
attack.
They're pushing. You see them trying to desperately push out top here with Mickey. Same thing from Koifa, probably pushing bottom to finish the BKB. Foxy's just gonna try to be that rock that holds the high ground here.
There we go. Another tier 3 just being taken.
Dire's
With
top
Liquid
tower
seemingly
is under
unable
Radiant's
to
middle tower has
have
fallen.
any sort of answer to this. Their full lineup is alive, but they're just not able to fight box. Mickey, he just doesn't want to get involved until that BKB's
Dire's
there.
top tower
That's going to be
Quite
their
good
fault.
either.
Threats.
Yeah,
I mean, they
Koifa
have
he
back
could take his life without it.
But now the creeps come back in. Tiger gets turned towards
They're
the center.
unstoppable.
The Tiger,
Own it.
the Wukong's command is down. He throws out a boundless strike. Matuma Man, but Matuma Man, he's so dark tanky, he's able to easily
Dire's
walk out of
bottom
the
tower
arm.
is under attack.
A Secret can happily wait that out, move in with the next wave if they want to do away with this melee rack sitting at just
Radiant's
under
middle
300
barracks
HP.
are
They'll
under
find
attack.
it. They come back in, they
Radiant's
finish off
middle
the
barracks
objective,
has fallen.
and Liquid, they're just not ready to put a stop to it. Moxie trying to have a bit of a poke on to Tanisha, but quickly with the halberd, any attempt from the Bristle is put to a halt. Now turning up the
Radiant's middle
but
barracks
you're
has
just
fallen.
not putting a dent into this dead
Dire's
prophet.
bottom
Matsu
tower
with
is under attack.
the armor that he has. It's just far too big right now. They are chasing. And Nasal could
5
bring
seconds
Matthew's
on it.
armor down a little bit, but Boxy
They're unstoppable.
has gone pretty deep for them. They just turn and kill him off. And that's Boxy dead for 80. He doesn't have
That was
fire.
unreal.
He's gonna try
Double
and
kill.
compare. Benicia, he picks up a double kill, taking out Insania. And now Quite from Tiger. They've got to get out of here. There's Quite, he has the big
Monster kills. More than 2 kills, but less than 4 kills.
3 deaths on the Queen of Pain, and the game will be over. Carl said, and he couldn't have been more accurate by the looks of it, this game, Fox. This one, it's looking pretty done.
It really
Radiant's
is. I mean, they don't call
bottom
Nora
tower is under
Kyle for
attack.
nothing, as he definitely was running this in Secret.
Radiant's
These
bottom
guys are, I
tower
mean,
is
Secret's are
fallen.
scary. Liquid throughout this whole tournament has been turning up. I think they
Radiant's
were on like a
bottom
6 or 8
barracks are
game
under
win
attack.
streak coming into
They
this
had an
match.
incredible run. Yeah.
And now Secret, I mean, Puppy came here with a plan. He's like, you know what?
Radiant's
Bane,
bottom
I'm picking Bane
has
both
fallen.
games. I'm gonna make it
Radiant's
look real
bottom
good.
barracks
Now other
are
teams are
under
gonna start
attack.
picking Bane. Same thing with Witch Doctor. No, he definitely, like, being honest, Puppy looks like he came with a plan versus what Secret was, or with what Liquid was usually drafting. And it's seeming to work super well for them, the way that they're moving around the map. And it looks a little unorthodox, but at least, I mean, this one looks a little bit more normal. Last one looked a bit more unorthodox, but
That should help.
This game looking incredibly hard for Liquid to turn. I mean, the sort of final chances when they do have the 2 BKBs, obviously Quakefer, I mean, he had his last fight, didn't matter. Obviously down to the Fiend script, holding him down through that magic immunity. Mickey didn't quite have his. It will be
Radiant's
there in a quick
top tower
wave or
is under
so.
attack.
But even then,
Radiant's
you've got to sort of ask
structures
yourself,
are
where does the
fortified.
capability come to take down Nisha, to take down Matuma Man? Both of these heroes are so insane tanky. You know, Nisha,
Radiant's
3k
top tower
HP,
has fallen.
39 armor with this AC. You just can't see it happening.
no,
Radiant's
Matumba has a
top
heart
tower
now
is
coming out
under
of the courier in
attack.
a moment. He's almost finished with it. On top of that Essence Ring that we talked about earlier, that's a very fortunate item to have on the Death Prophet.
Well, here we go, Liquid. This could be
Radiant's
their final
top tower
attempt
has
at getting
fallen.
something going. They're coming out with the smoke, trying to catch Secret off guard. Secret goes for the smoke, themselves and Nisha. He just jumps straight in, goes in with the Dragon Tail.
Radiant's top
That was unreal. My favorite kill is the
Foxy and Tiger, the 2 buybacks coming out from them. The turnover was Puppy. Puppy able to keep himself alive with the Nightmare. Mickey, he's in
Godlike.
trouble. He's sad as the BKB comes to an end, and so does his run.
There they go.
Kill for Matuma Man,
Ultra
ultra
kill.
kill for Matsu. And they all die to the gods. And GG is called. Matsu, he's hoping to come across and at least pack this up with a rampage before the game ends.
It happened
Will they
again.
let him get it? They won't. Nisha takes the kill.
Victory.
And he's not able to get it.